4.5 years ago, I was diagnosed at the age of 49 with stage 4 colon cancer. I went in for surgery and had that removed. After recovering from that, went to an oncologist, and the oncologist did a PET scan, and I found out that I also had thyroid cancer in my throat. So a week and a half later, I had that removed also. I just recently started my 5th round of chemotherapy, and it's been quite tough. After the thyroid surgery, they told me that my heart had gone into AFib. She said, you could either had a heart attack, a stroke, or died on the operating table. I looked at her and I said, well, it's a pretty good day because I'm sitting here talking to you. The cardiac specialist came in, was talking to us. He said to us that, hey, look, the machine says that your heart just went back into regular rhythm. My wife turned to him and I turned to him, and we said, well, it's definitely an answer to prayer. When he left, my wife called home to her parents. She was talking to her mom. We found out at that moment that her dad was back in his bedroom on his knees praying.
Oh, I've heard 1,000 stories of what they think you're like, but I've heard the tender whisper of love in the dead of night, and you tell that you're pleased and that I'm never alone. You're a good, good father. To you are, to you are, to you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am, it's who I am, it's who I am.
Growing up, Mom took us to church, and I never understood what it meant to know Christ in my heart. But when I met my wife, I also met my father-in-law. From the very beginning, I noticed that when they went to church, this man lived his faith. To me, that was something that I knew he had special. Through him, I decided to accept Christ, because if that's something that he's willing to live, it's something that I need to have in my life. About 2003, some friends, co-workers talked to me and suggested that maybe I come down to LCBC, to their church, and try it out. I didn't like the loud music initially, but I did enjoy Pastor David. Again, that man was preaching what he was living. That meant a lot to me. Then I started going to men's fraternity class. They taught me how to grow as a man and to be more of a spiritual leader. When I ended up coming up with the cancer, I feel that having gone through men's fraternity class gave me the strength to get through that. That not once did I take and ask the question, why me, Lord? Because going through men's fraternity class, I had also asked for God to give me a stronger faith. And I've looked at cancer. That has been quite the blessing for all these years.
Oh, I've seen many searching for answers far and wide, but I know we're all searching for answers. Only you provide. You know just what we need before we say a word. You're a good, good Father. To you are, to you are, to you are, and I'm loved by you. It's who I am,
along the way, I enjoyed so much coming to LCBC that I started inviting friends. The two co-workers that I worked with, Steve and Daisy, they both started coming. Daisy has invited her friend Steve, and he brought his family, and I look around now at church and I see 25 or 30 other people that are starting to come there. To have Christ wrapping his arms around me as I'm going through cancer, I don't fear death at all. I look at that and say, you know, Christ died on the cross for me so that I know someday I can sit in heaven and I'll be sitting there waiting on the rest of the family, having Christ loving me. There's a lot of times we wish that our fathers here on earth would, and I've missed that with my dad. I felt all along that if I have to go through cancer and even end up dying because of it, in order for my dad to accept Christ, I'm more than willing to pay that price because he is that important to me. We may not have gotten along all our lives, but he still is that important to me.
Oh, love so undeniable, I can hardly speak. Peace so unexplainable, I can hardly think as you go. Deeper still as you go. Deeper still as you go. Deeper still into love. Love, love, you're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways. You are perfect in all of your ways to us. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. You're a good, good Father. It's who you are. It's who you are. It's who you are. And I'm loved by you. It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am.